Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to present our project Solar Panel Management System. We are from section 4 and 5. Our group consists of 3 members, Mubashira Sadia Tanjin, MD Ikhtiaruddin Hauladar, and myself, MD Jubair Hassan. For the introduction, I will pass to Mubashira Sadia Tanjin.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Shia Sadia Tanzim. I will be presenting here introduction, the data dictionary, and the ER diagram of our project. In this video, we will demonstrate here the database based on a whole system named Solar Panel Management System. In this system, we have 10 individual projects as Pyandang 514, Pekop 983, Balot 489, Bukit Moor 646, Macha 493, Batang-Pali 389, Sungai Cloud 384, Lambu 963, Titi 372, Samak 837. This database consists of 8 individual tables with details of each project as well as the details of the organizing team, list of equipment sponsored. This will give you a clear interpretation of the database system. Okay, let's come to the data dictionary. Table DB project. In this table, we have 2 attributes, project ID, project name. Both of the attributes data types are worker, and project ID's constraint is primary key. The project ID is the primary key in this table. Next, DB project details. In this table, we have 6 attributes, project ID, start time, duration, location, budget, equipment. Project ID's data type, worker, start times data type, character, durations data type, character, locations data type, worker, budgets data type, float, equipment data type, worker. Project ID is a foreign key in this table that refers to DB project ID, and budget should be less than 100,000. The next table is DB project confirmation. In this table, we have 5 attributes: project ID, approval, unused budget, completion progress, maintenance of the equipment. Project ID's data type worker, approvals data type worker, unused budgets data type float, completion progress data type worker, and maintenance of the equipment data type worker. Project ID is the foreign key in this table that refers to the DB project. And approvals constraint is check. Approval should be in yes or no. The next table is table requirement materials. So in this table we have 4 attributes. 4 of the attributes data type are worker. Materials ID is the primary key, and project ID is the foreign key in this table that refers to DB project ID. The next table is table management team. In this table we have 2 attributes. Both of the attributes data type are worker, and team ID is the primary key in this table. The next table is table management team members. In this table, we have 6 attributes. 6 of the data types are worker. Member ID is the primary key. Team ID is the foreign key that refers to the management team ID. Project ID is also foreign key that refers to DB project ID. The next table is feedback. We have 4 attributes: member ID, scoring, description, project ID. 4 of the attributes data type are worker. Member ID is a foreign key that refers to management team members, and project ID is also foreign key that refers to DB project ID. The next table is sponsors. In this table we have 6 attributes: sponsor ID, sponsor name, address, phone number, project ID tag. 4 of the attributes data type are worker. Project ID is a foreign key that refers to DB project ID, and the type should be in individual or company. Next is our entity relationship diagram. In this diagram, we have 8 types of entity with their attributes. This is all from my part. Next, move to our next presenter, Mohammad Ikhtiar Uddin Hawladar. Thank you for watching.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Ikhtiaruddin Hawladar, and I am presenting now our SQL query part. This is our SQL queries, and I am showing you the function, the running. This is our first table, and this is table name is DB project, and inside this project we have project ID. This first column, this is primary key, and second column is project name. Then we insert inside DB project the values, this one, and we already created this table, so I am showing you now the values of this table. I am using the query is select all from table. This is table name. Okay, now I am running this. Let's see this one, our table value. Then our second table is DB project details. Inside this project, inside this table we have the column is project ID, which is foreign key reference. This is project ID, DB project table. This is come from DB project table. And then we have start time, location, budget, this columns, and then we insert the values in this table. So now I am showing you the output of this table. I am using the same query, select all from DB project details. So let's see, this is our output from this table, and our next table is our next table is DB project confirmation. We create this table. Inside this table we have column project ID, which is foreign key. This is come from DB project table. Then we have approval column, unused budget column, maintenance column. That's it. So then we insert the values in this table. Now I am showing you the values from this table. So I am using same queries, just replace the table name. This is the output of our table, or this is the value of this table. Okay, then we created the table is requirement materials. This table, inside this table we have materials ID, which is primary key, and material name, material quantity, project ID, which is foreign key, come from DB project table. Okay, then we insert the values in this table, and we already created this table. So now I am showing you the values, which one we already created. So this is the values from this table, requirement materials. Our next table is management team. Inside this table we have team ID, we have team name, and the team ID is primary key. Then we insert the values inside this table. So now I am showing you the values of this table in Oracle. So this is team ID and this is team name. This is the values output. So next we created the table is management team members. Inside this table we have member ID, we have member name, and we have phone number, email, team ID, project ID. So the member ID is primary key, and we have two foreign key, which is one is team ID foreign key, which is come from management team table, and we have another foreign key, that is project ID. This value or this foreign key, these values come from DB project table. So now I am showing you the output or the values of this table. Okay, this is quite big values. This one our values and the details for this table. Okay, next we created another table which is feedback. This table belongs to inside this table we created the column member id, scoring, description, project id. Okay, the member id is foreign key which is come from management team member table, and we have another foreign key which is project id. This is come from database table. Okay, now I am showing you the output in our Oracle. This is the output. Okay, okay, then we created another table which is sponsor. So inside this table we have the value is sponsor id, sponsor name, address, phone number, project id which is foreign key come from database table. We have type. This is very important column. This inside this column we insert that is the sponsor is individual or sponsor is company, and this is obviously not null because that means you have to put the value which is individual or company. And we have foreign key, I already mentioned it, project id. So now I am showing you the values of this table. So this is our table. This is our values from this table. Now I am drop all table. Okay, now I dropping the tables step by step, one by one. First I drop the table is sponsors, and this table already dropped. Then I drop the table is feedback. Okay, this table also dropped. Then I dropped the table is management team member. This table also dropped, and then I dropped management team table. Then requirement materials table. DB project confirmation table. Okay, this is DB project details, and last table, this is DB project. This table also dropped. Okay, that's all. This is our database group project presentation. Thank you so much.